I'm with a YouTube viewer of our channel, Saif Derzi. He has saved a ton of money from watching a YouTube video of mine on stamp duty and how to save some stamp duty. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Ranjan.
So how much have you saved from this little tip?
Well, this one's for £1,196.
Yep.
I'm just getting another one through the post for, I think it was £1,236, which is coming in next week.
So the video that we're talking about, there's a link somewhere above on the top of the screen if you want to have a look at that later. But tell us a little bit about, because you saw the video,
yeah,
and then you realised that you had a deal that fitted that template,
yeah,
but the deal was already done. And a lot of people don't know, you have 12 months to go back to a property deal,
yes,
and revisit your stamp duty claim.
Yeah.
So what was the tip that you saw in the video?
So it was a video, I think, about 3 different tips about how you can reduce or limit your stamp duty. The main thing that I took out of it was the multiple dwellings relief, which is essentially a relief if you're buying more than one dwelling in one transaction. So it just it was a light bulb moment. I thought, hold on a second, I've just bought 2 blocks of 3 flats within the last 12 months. Let me go back and look at how much stamp duty I paid. Went back, I paid the stamp duty for the full amount of money that I bought the property for. Contacted my solicitor at the time, contacted my accountant. They still didn't really know anything about MDR relief. So then they did a bit of research into it, came back to me and said, oh yeah, you are due a refund. Interesting, one of them, it was within 1 or 2 days from the 12-month period. So yeah, and that was the difficulty. So what I said to them is, do a special delivery to HMRC, just literally get them out a letter just to say, we are going to be claiming this back and we can send all the supporting evidence in within the next week. And they did that, and luckily they said, yeah, we've accepted everything, it's all within the 12 months. All we needed to really prove was that it was 3 flats, and we did that really just through, I think it was either EPCs or the council tax.
Yes.
Yeah, within I think it was a 4-week period, I got the cheque through the door. The other one took slightly longer because I had to do a bit more checks, but it was a 6-week period, and I'm just getting that one through next week.
I mean, you mentioned you have to prove that it's multiple dwellings, and that can also be a surveyor's report, if they've been down there, or estate agent detail sheet, or something like that.
Yes.
Floor plans. So there are plenty of ways of proving it. And you also mentioned that the solicitors often don't know about this sort of stuff, but the other thing is they haven't been to the property.
Yeah.
And particularly if you're buying it on one freehold transaction, they just see it as one freehold transaction.
Yeah.
They haven't seen what the property is arranged as. So you have to guide them. And sometimes it's just simply a matter of saying, look, it's multiple dwellings. Here is the page from the government website on multiple dwellings relief. Yeah. Here's the proof that it complies. Go and figure it out.
Absolutely. And to be fair to the solicitors, exactly what you said. You need to be able to guide them through, because they don't really know what you're buying. And sometimes solicitors, just because of the nature of the business that they're doing, obviously it's about numbers for them, so they need to obviously do a set amount of numbers for them to turn over money. So for them, sometimes they do miss these little things that can save you quite a lot of money. So I think in property, that's why education is key.
Yes.
That's why learning is key, and that's why I did subscribe to your video on all your YouTube channel, and I watch it all regularly because it's really good content. And if you can pick out 1 or 2 nuggets from there, it can actually save you a lot of money or make you a lot of money in property as well.
That's what it's about, really. It's ideas. It's ideas.
Yeah.
It's ideas to pursue opportunities, and it's ideas to save cost and to keep and to retain more of what you actually make through tax planning and all the rest of it.
Yes.
It's very, very important. You can't expect anyone to understand your business model better than you.
Absolutely.
The way I encourage people to see things is you're a conductor of an orchestra.
Yeah.
And you have to guide people on how to play their instruments. They are the best violinists and the best pianists, but you have got to be the conductor.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's got to work. You can't just outsource it to them and expect them, just because they're professionals, to know your business and how you want to orchestrate things.
Yeah, absolutely. But also on the back of that, now it's meant that I can stack deals better that are multiple dwellings in one transaction.
Yes.
And again, that might have closed a lot of the deals previously that I was looking at, because I wasn't there was a lot of stamp duty involved in it. And especially for London and the South, that's a massive game changer as well.
This is the big thing, because I got into this really in the early I can't remember when, at least a decade ago. Because in London, I invest in London, stamp duty has been high for a long time, even before the 3% surcharge.
Yeah.
And the best way of mitigating that was to buy properties that were split into multiple dwellings.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand about that strategy even today is what constitutes a dwelling. It doesn't necessarily have to be a separate flat as such.
Yeah.
The rules are that behind a door you have the means to sit, eat and sleep. So if you're buying an HMO, for example, which is 6 rooms, and all the rooms have en suites, and all the rooms have little kitchenettes, then those are 6 dwellings as far as multiple dwellings relief is concerned, even though they don't have separate council taxes and the like. So, and I found this strategy great in high value areas where people, you would save a ton of stamp duty, and a deal that wasn't a goer suddenly became a goer simply from that relief.
Absolutely.
But I think what changed in 2016 is the 3% surcharge meant that what was a relief that was only actually benefited Londoners really suddenly became all investors pretty much around the country.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it is, like you said, it's not just the obvious, okay, this is 3 flats that I'm buying. Obviously, there's lots of people buying HMOs in the market now. Even if you find just one of them with an ensuite and a kitchenette, that, you know, you can claim multiple dwellings relief for 2 properties there within one transaction. And it does make a huge difference when you're buying them.
Yes. That's another interesting point. So you only need, if there's 6 rooms, if 2 or 3 of them have self-containment, that in itself will save you a decent amount of...
anyone that's bought a 3-storey HMO, you can only travel, I think it's 1 floor to get to the kitchen. So your top floor, unless your kitchen's on the middle floor, your top floor is always going to have a kitchenette and most likely an ensuite as well. So yeah, I think most people can start looking at maybe backdating some of their multiple dwellings relief, or maybe looking at deals that can stack up better because of multiple dwellings relief as well.
So thank you very much, Saif. You heard it here. Ditch your Netflix subscription and all of that. Just binge watch this channel because it'll save you money or you'll make money. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll get weekly updates from us, and it's all geared around helping you be more successful in property. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit the bell icon. As soon as we upload, we'll let you know. And enjoy these. They're all dedicated to helping you be more successful in property. Happy investing!